There's a hormone being blamed for your belly fat, your puffy face, your afternoon crashes, and your sugar cravings, and a multi-billion-dollar industry built to fix it. I'm Annabel Cross. Welcome to MedHeads. Here's what we're going to settle: what cortisol actually does, why the wellness industry's version of events doesn't hold up to the evidence, and what you can genuinely do if chronic stress is affecting your health. Cortisol is real. Chronic stress is real. But the cortisol problem being sold to you almost certainly isn't. Cortisol face, cortisol belly, adrenal fatigue. These phrases have racked up billions of views. Supplement brands sell cortisol-lowering capsules, home test kits, and cortisol detox programs. The global wellness economy now stands at $6.8 trillion. A significant slice of that is built on a single hormone, and on the idea that yours is dangerously out of control. But what does the actual science say? Let's start with what cortisol is actually doing inside you. Your adrenal glands, two small structures sitting above your kidneys, produce cortisol every day through a feedback loop called the HPA axis, hypothalamic, pituitary, adrenal. Cortisol is not the villain, it's essential. It regulates blood sugar, modulates your immune system, manages inflammation, and helps your body access stored energy when you need it. Every healthy person follows a predictable daily pattern. Cortisol is lowest around midnight. It climbs before you even open your eyes, then surges in the 30 to 45 minutes after waking, a well-documented phenomenon called the cortisol awakening response. That morning peak is not a sign of stress overload. It's your body preparing you for the day. By evening, levels fall naturally. High in the morning, low at night. That is what a healthy cortisol profile looks like. So where did the cortisol problem idea actually come from? The wellness narrative runs like this. Modern life is stressful, so your adrenal glands get tired and stop producing enough cortisol. And that's why you feel exhausted, foggy, and burnt out. That's adrenal fatigue. The problem? A 2016 systematic review examined 58 studies and found no scientific evidence that adrenal fatigue exists as a medical condition. No major endocrinology society in the world recognizes it. No validated diagnostic criteria exist for it. And the home cortisol tests? A single saliva swab at one point in the day tells you almost nothing meaningful. Cortisol shifts dramatically hour by hour. A healthy person's morning and evening levels can differ by a factor of 3 or 4. Diagnosing a real cortisol problem requires multiple timed tests in a clinical setting. Reference values for consumer kits remain poorly standardized. A test that can't tell you whether your result is normal isn't a health tool. It's a marketing tool. So what about cortisol face and cortisol belly? Are those completely made up? The round face, the central weight gain, fatty deposits at the back of the neck, those are real clinical signs. They're features of Cushing syndrome, a condition caused by pathologically elevated cortisol at levels far above anything ordinary stress produces. As Associate Professor Craig Doig of Nottingham Trent University wrote in The Conversation in 2025, everyday stress cortisol doesn't even come close to the levels or duration seen in Cushing syndrome. It affects roughly 2 to 3 people per million each year. It requires specialist diagnosis, not a supplement. The wellness industry borrowed the symptom language from a genuine, rare medical condition and applied it to everyone who's ever felt tired and stressed. That's not science, that's marketing. So what actually pushes cortisol out of its healthy rhythm? Sleep is the biggest lever. Your cortisol pattern is anchored to your circadian rhythm. Chronic sleep deprivation flattens the diurnal slope. Levels stop falling properly at night. Regular, moderate exercise helps regulate the HPA axis over time. A hard session will raise cortisol short-term. That's normal and beneficial. The long-term picture is what matters. And mind-body practices have real evidence behind them. A 2016 meta-analysis of 5 randomized controlled trials found mindfulness-based stress reduction produced a statistically significant reduction in salivary cortisol. Modest, but real. One more thing, and this is ironic. Spending less time on social media may itself be one of the most effective steps. The platforms selling you cortisol anxiety are a meaningful source of it. Cortisol is not your enemy. It's a tightly regulated hormone doing exactly what it's designed to do. The billion-dollar industry built around fixing it is largely selling solutions to a problem most people don't have. Have you ever tried a cortisol product or protocol because of something you saw online? What was the claim? Drop your answer in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.